Sean, close game last weekend, hit the bar twice and couldn't score. You'll be looking for the same sort of accuracy, but a wee bit more luck this weekend?
Yeah, well, we're in a situation now where it's a must-win, you know. We've not took advantage of the games, you know. The game was there to be won last week. We did everything bar score. So it was disappointing to lose the game. Unfortunately, as I say, it leaves us with you know, a situation where we must win the last 3 games. But to do that, you've got to go and win the next game. So everything goes into this game. We know the pitch there at Partick is not the best. Everyone in the league is saying that, so I'm certainly not any different from anyone else. It doesn't really help Partick either. They've got some good players, and I probably would prefer to play on a nice surface, so it doesn't really help them. But it's a matter of going there and you know, committing to the task that we've got in hand, which is to go and try and get the 3 points and try and keep this going as long as we possibly can, and try and sneak in. Yeah.
And it's something we touched on post-match on Saturday. You know, an element of the season has been the sort of the seesaw nature of it, you know, ups and downs. We'll be looking to reverse that trend and go into that final 3 games on an upward progress.
Yeah, of course, we've been trying, you know, we have been trying. Things have just went against us a little bit. No really had any breaks whatsoever, particularly injuries, and we all have injuries, you know. I think we've had a little bit more than we would really like. You know, you can understand you're going to get injuries, but I think with so many players out, it does have an impact. It has an effect. You know, so the players that go on the pitch have got to really commit to the task, be up for it. You know, it's a situation we've got to give everything, absolutely everything, and leave nothing in the tank. And as I say, just try and take it and try and get some pressure onto the, you know, obviously our direct opposition is Partick, and try to put some pressure on them and see who comes out on top and try and keep it going to the next game.
Yeah, it's something that gets talked about at this stage of the season every year. You know, at this stage of the season, it's been a long, hard campaign for everyone, but the players have got a clear target in mind. How's their attitude and their application been this week in training? Yeah,
it's been good. No, it's been good. You know, I don't see any issues. We played well on Saturday. We didn't get the points, and that happens in football. You know, it does happen in football. It's not always the best team that wins a football match. You know, it's a team who puts the ball in the back in it, and so unfortunately that was the case. So the spirit is high. The spirit's good. Still good. Less than 2 weeks ago we won a cup, you know. I mean, it's not the be all and end all, and it's not like that should it be, and it's definitely not the situation where season ends. We just need to get a little bit of break. We're not getting any break at all with the injuries, so you know, it'll not be far away from you know, the same kind of squad that we had last week. And but you know, we showed on our day we can make it very, you know, I mean, we're still a very good side.
Yeah, and harking back to that cup final, the spirit of the cup final, you were looking to enthusiastic backing from the sport as usual, as we've got the entire season so far.
Yeah, and the fans have been fantastic, absolutely. You know, big numbers at East End Park as well. You know, big numbers there. Good support, great support. I mean, the last time we went to Partick was the 18th of December, and the fans were fantastic. Were absolutely, you know, that's a bit of a pun, but they were. I thought there was a great connection, you know, at that particular time with the fans, and they knew that even that day we had no strikers. If you go back to, you know, Ethan Ferry and Marty's Pablatney were out injured. We went there with no strikers, and the fans recognised that. They recognised we were kind of like champing a little bit on the day, and they backed us. You know, they backed the whole, every single person on the pitch and everyone else. It was just a blow that Christoph got sent off on that occasion, and we lost a very, very late goal. I mentioned that last week. It was a kind of turning point in our season. Just kind of looking back as well, I mean, we had an extension to our season last season. You know, we got to the, you know, the quarterfinals, if you want, playoff. We got to the semi-final. We were back in our normal time. Just wondering if that's been a little bit as well with regards to short break, maybe having a little bit of an effect on the second half of our season. Don't know. Yeah. You're always looking for bits and pieces. But I say that, and I still look at all the games, and every game, you know, we've been in the games. Most games we've been in. Ayr United at home, poor defensively. But every other game we've been either winning and being clawed back and dropped some points. you know, or we've been trying to get back into a game. We've always been in games, and so sometimes you're just trying to figure out exactly why, and you don't have all the answers, and it's never one particular thing. It's always an accumulation of things. The injuries haven't helped the strength with regards to the depth in the squad, unfortunately. And when we thought we were all right, we put a couple of real young ones out, and then, you know, maybe we could have done with them, you know, and it's just one of these things, you know. So we'll certainly be up for the game on Saturday.
Yeah. Finally, John, we've been making plans this week for the Player of the Year, end of season Player of the Year event. It's going to be good to be able to thank the players, as we do every year, but in front of fans at an in-person event at the Dean Park. You looking forward to that night out? Yeah,
very much so. Yeah, it is great for everyone to recognise and appreciate. You know, we've not done it for a couple of years again, everything being affected by the pandemic. And so it is good, and it's good to get back to the Dean Park. You know, Colin supports us very, very well, and it's great to have his name on the jerseys next season. So absolutely delighted about that. So it'll be nice for the players to get some recognition for the season that they've put on.
Great. Well, thanks for that, John. Good luck for the weekend.
Thank you.
Cheers.